So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 29, Carr trying to get it to Riggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, Raiders nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. A slant to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first down, Carr. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball carrier.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Raiders nothing.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play that time for the Rams. 43 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up a throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Number 41.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And 7.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st down, Rams.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rams 35, Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll let this go deep for runs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. here as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Carr. And he finds a man in the crossing lane. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Taken down back at the 50-yard.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Carr looking downfield for Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Carr. First down and much more here for Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a handoff looking right. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows and just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Carr now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And a Rams 1st down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Again, it's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. And now the ball's out. Cole lost it. Fumble. And the Lions have got it. And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. Operating from the gun. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Rams 56, Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He's got a man wide open, complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Well, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, Carr. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Operating from the gun, Carr. Left side completion to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 50.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On play action, now Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. from the gun. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
17-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. The pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. Muscles him off. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.